If you're watching this video, congratulations. That means your business is about to make some money or your business has already made some money. And so today I'm gonna set you up very nicely with an amazing business checking account so that you have a home for all the money you're gonna be making. And if you're wondering, why is this even necessary? Let me break it down for you. You wanna have a dedicated business checking account because it helps separate your personal money from your business money. And there's three key reasons this is important. Firstly, it helps you track your income and expenses. As a business owner, you get to deduct expenses before you have to pay taxes. So the more expenses you have, the less taxes you pay. And it's so much easier to clearly see business expenses when you have a dedicated business account. Secondly, it helps you when tax time comes around. And so if you're like me, you probably don't like April 15th. And so if you want to make it easier on yourself, especially when you're giving your statements to your accountant or you're filing it yourself, having a dedicated business account will come in clutch. And then the third benefit, one of my favorite, is that I can rack up bonuses. And so the account I'm sharing with you today is giving away a $500 sign-up bonus. This is one of the highest ones I've ever even heard of. And I'm so glad I get to share it with you. When you get into the business class, there's a lot more perks that you get. And I'm all about you and me leveling up this year. And so if you're wondering what kind of account is giving away a $500 bonus, it is an online banking platform. And so when you're choosing the account, you can choose between a traditional bank or an online platform. The benefits of going with a traditional bank is that you get to go to a local branch in person and really build a relationship, which can help you get additional funding down the line. And then the benefits with an online bank is that they're online first, which means that they integrate with online platforms like QuickBooks, Stripe, and PayPal. They also have very low, if any, monthly fees because they have very low overhead costs. And so I personally really like online banking platform because of their ease of use and their sign-up bonuses. Now, if you're wondering what documents are required to open a business checking account, I'm gonna break them down. And because I found an amazing $500 bonus, which is the most I've ever seen, I'm gonna show you how to set up a business checking account with Bluevine. So let me walk you through the documents that are required to open up a business checking account. And so first, as a sole proprietor, you will need to include a DBA, or doing business as. And so you can register this with your Secretary of State at a much more affordable price than getting an LLC. And so a DBA in the state of Texas costs about $25 versus an LLC costs $300. And so you will want to have a DBA in order to set up your banking account as a sole proprietor. The next piece of information you should have is your business address and business phone number. The key to know about the business address is that they will not accept your registered agent address or any PO boxes. And so what I would personally recommend is that you get a virtual office. This gives you a professional office building without having to pay the expensive lease price. And so I do have some videos in the description below that help you choose the right virtual office for your business. And then when it comes to your business phone number, I would recommend that you have a local number as well as a toll-free number. You can get a local number for free through Google Voice and a very affordable toll-free number through Unitel Voice. I've left detailed how-to videos in the description below that walk you through the process of getting this set up. And so you do want a business address and a business phone number. In addition, you will need to include the industry that your business is in. If you need some help figuring out your industry, you can do a quick ChatGPT search. Next, it'll ask for your tax ID, which is your EIN or your SSN. What I would personally recommend as a business owner who has a sole proprietorship, I would recommend you get an EIN. This stands for an employer identification number. This is a 9-digit number assigned to your business and helps separate you from your business, and it's completely free to get from the IRS website. And so I do recommend you provide Bluevine with an EIN. Next, they'll ask for your projected revenue. And so it could be rough numbers, but how much money do you expect to make in your business on an annual basis? Now for the personal information. It will ask for your name, your home address, as well as your personal phone number. Then it'll ask for your date of birth and your social security card number. Once that information is verified, it'll then ask for you to provide additional form of ID, which in most cases will be your driver's license or your passport. Now let's move on to the documentation required for an LLC and a corporation. The key difference is for an official legal entity, you will need to provide documents like your articles of organization. This is the official paperwork that you'll get from your Secretary of State saying your LLC or corporation has been officially created. And so you will need to provide this document as well as any additional information on anyone who has more than 25% ownership. You will need to provide their full legal name, home address, date of birth, SSN, as well as percentage of business owned. And so once you provide that information, they can then approve your Bluevine checking account. Once you're ready to get signed up, what you want to do is scroll down from the video and you're going to click the first link that says Bluevine $500 bonus. It's then going to take you to this page right here where you can use the following referral code in your application. And so once you're ready, you're going to hit open account. And so the first part is going to ask for your entity type. Are you a corporation, general partnership, LLC, LLP, LP, or nonprofit? Let's just go with a simple LLC for this application. Then it's going to ask for your first and last name, your email address, your phone number, as well as your password. And so once everything looks good, you're going to click I agree to Bluevine's registration terms and privacy policy, and then you're going to hit get started. And so this is where the application is broken down into 3 parts: your business, about you, and then the verification. And so the details it wants to know about your specific business are your legal business name, your DBA if applicable, and so that would be if you are acting as a sole proprietorship, your business address, your work phone number, as well as your website if it already exists, as well as your annual revenue, your tax ID or EIN, as well as your industry and number of employees. And so once you enter in that information, then it's going to take you to the About You section. Now it's going to ask for your first and last name, your home address, your date of birth, your personal phone number, as well as the percentage of the business you own and any additional partners. Once you fill that out, you're going to hit continue, and it's then going to take you to the verification stage. And this is where you'll enter in your photo ID as well as any additional verification documents. And so in less than 10 minutes, you can apply for a Bluevine checking account. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all, and make sure to check out the video right here on how to use AI to get free grant money.